Hello, Pop Consumer Society, we're back. Can we have lunch now? Today we're discussing Supergirl, not the movie, trailer, or teaser, but the fan and hater reactions about what was shared by James Gunn and DC Studios this week. Before the trailer, a few teasers and an animated poster came out showing Amelia Alcock with headphones. She wears a big coat over her uniform, looks to the side with a blue background. And I thought she looked pretty in that image, and I said funny, right? When she was announced, a lot of people said she was too ugly for the role, that she was an ugly woman, and I don't see anything ugly about her. I think she's very beautiful. But I mentioned this at the time. I mentioned it on social media in passing, and with this specific poster, I shared it ironically, saying Millie, comma, the ugly one, as if to say she's not ugly, right? Because there's a soap opera. So what about it? People might not realize Bette is the ugly one. What is Bette? The ugly one? She's a woman who's actually beautiful, but she has low self-esteem and she wears those huge glasses. Her hair is always tied back and she has braces on her teeth. So she's treated as ugly by everyone. And then she has a turnaround. She has a Cinderella-like moment, right? And it's a modern Cinderella story. And I thought that reference would fit. I said, everyone thinks she's ugly, but she's actually beautiful. So I called Millie the ugly one, just like Betty is called the ugly one. But later she has her glow up by the end of the soap opera. But man, social media has this thing called a bubble, right? Because inside my bubble, there are people who don't really get my sense of humor and the weird references I make. It only makes sense to me and everyone thinks I'm an idiot. As someone said, I put it on my profile so people know what to expect. But it doesn't help, does it? When you leave your bubble, and this post spread quickly, many people came to curse at me. I was destroyed on social media, and I'm going to read some to you. Of course, bringing it here, of course it's going to become content, right? At the request of someone actually who gave me this tip, like make a video reading the insults, I said, yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to bring you everything I've heard from these woke folks about Millie being ugly. Let's go. Let's check out the comments. First of all, this one is really good. Then he puts my profile picture, poor thing, where my eyes look small, but I'm actually looking wide-eyed there because that's how you are. Many people use my photo as to prove I can't comment on her beauty. Guys, what great self-esteem these elderly women have. This one couldn't even think straight about what he was writing because he was so angry. This one is great. Hey, Curlon, you look like Rodrigo, the host, man. You must be from Minas, right? A Minas guy who ends sentences with Fi. You remind me of Rodrigo, the host, Fi. I don't know Rodrigo, the host, but he does look a bit like MODOK, and there really are some similarities. Actually, there are a lot of people who look like me. All the time someone mentions someone. This one was offensive. Danilo put up an image from another channel here. I can't quite remember the name now, but I know who they are. Here's another one, a journalist playing this role. Nestor Nascimento wants to revoke my diploma. He wants to file a protest against the journalists' unions to be able to cancel my authorization to be a journalist. As if that was necessary, right? This guy was a philosopher, a misunderstood genius who turned silence into culture. It's a unique form of being quiet. He's a poet, right? This one is a classic. There were 1,000 people who wrote this. The guy tries hard to like women, as if liking women was some kind of advantage. Imagine this guy here. Look, Max, there's a curse word in his name. Pablo, the damn guy. Pablo, the bald one. Not bald, I mean the ex-bald guy, right? Although back here it's still pretty bad. I'm surprised, I'm surprised you have the nerve to call someone ugly, showing off that tired mug of yours. I am tired, really, a big guy like you trying to talk about Millie get a grip, said Pedro de Sinalta. Hey, you messed with DCFI? I'm not sure what big guy means. It must mean someone rough, right? He used the chance to virtue signal and be homophobic simultaneously. See, your hand really gives you away. We know what you like. Paizão, Look at the other one here. This photo is everything. You nailed it. Friend too, right? Pablo, the jealous one. Jealous of what? of being or of having women. Why have them if we can be them? Pablo, the gay one, thanks. Clodovil said it. The most beautiful in the world, egghead. These guys, they're outdoing themselves here with those ridiculous faces, calling Millie ugly. Peixoto, the bitter one. What do you want? What's this, guys? The mentally ill guy talking here, mentally ill, retarded animal, this old grump, the mystic here, is doing a thesis about beauty standards imposed by Western capitalist society. She has a natural face. You must be used to those plastic faces with sausage lips. I hate those sausage lips. The one without a mirror at home can cry all he wants. You humor, you're way too gay. Damn, go kick a whole field of dicks. My God, guys, what's this for? Does he just want attention? Are you feeling lonely? Get off the fake Mike Ruffalo from Shopee. Another one here, huh? There are people who try hard to like women. If she's ugly, just imagine. You have more people here who are afraid of ugliness, homophobic, and bald-phobic too. Commenting on this one, I'll wrap up with this one because this one was my favorite. You're the good-looking one. You look like a freak. He caught on fire. They put it out by baiting him, and now one of his eyes is smaller than the other. Hey, guys, that's why one of my eyes is bigger than the other. This guy helps me out too, guys. So that's the lesson, right? Actually, that's not the lesson. On social media, you assume everyone knows you, understands you, and gets your jokes. Because not even in my own bubble, not even among my subscribers can I do that with you. Sometimes I make a joke here on the channel. And when I read the comments, I just think, guys, I thought I had been clear, but no. So there you go. That was my day as a nerd. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your like and your comment here. And a big thanks for what I went through just because I made a little joke with our dear Milia Alcote. I've liked the role since it was announced and think she'll do well. As Supergirl, she fits the role perfectly and I'm rooting for the movie. See you soon. Bye. That was another Cuatro Coisas video. The channel posts at least 3 videos daily, Monday to Sunday. If you enjoyed it, here are more tips to watch. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell for new updates. Thank you very much. See you next time.